At the victory banquet, my expression didn't even waver. But to my shock, he naturally opened his mouth and ate it. The look on his face was one of absolute tender adoration. The Dai princess cast a smug, provocative glance at me. "Are you being a picky eater again?" she teased him. The emperor and the entire court stared at me with pity and mockery in their eyes. Meeting my gaze, the princess smirked. "Oh, I'm so sorry, sister. We got used to doing this when we were at the border. I'm sure you wouldn't mind, would you? After all, when I marry into his estate, you'll be the one serving as my concubine." "Your Majesty, I beg you to annul the marriage contract between Prince Jing and me." A collective gasp echoed through the hall. No one could believe I was calling off my wedding to the legendary god of war. My family, the emperor, and even my best friend were utterly shocked. "No, you can't!" "And why not?" I asked calmly. "If you call off the wedding, your reputation will be utterly ruined. Prince Jing has already allowed this princess to publicly humiliate me and demote me to a concubine. He has made me the laughingstock of the entire capital. My reputation is already in ruins. Are you blaming me?" Prince Jing frowned. "I wouldn't dare," I replied. "I only beg your majesty to dissolve my engagement to Prince Jing. We shall have nothing to do with each other's future marriages." But Prince Jing scoffed. "You have been sickly and weak. Your body is incredibly frail. If you call off this wedding, no decent family will ever marry you. But you have an active marriage contract with me, and you've waited for me for so many years. Marry into my estate. I promise I will never mistreat you. You will be my highest-ranking consort. Your status only slightly below that of the main princess. A consort is still just a concubine," I spat back. "I am the legitimate daughter of the Marquis of Zhengguo. I will never debase myself to be anyone's concubine. Our marriage was ordained by our parents." Prince Jing balked. "And arranged by a matchmaker. How dare you think you can change it so easily? Our parents arranged this marriage. It was for me to be your wife, not to be your servant concubine. By demoting me to a mere consort, you are the one violating their dying wishes. So, you are still blaming me." Prince Jing sighed. "Prince Jing is marrying the princess of the northern tribes for the peace of our kingdom. How could I possibly blame you? I am calling off this wedding on my own accord, simply to bless the union between you and the princess, and to secure peace between our two nations. Am I wrong? Or is marrying your beloved Princess Shiyu as your primary consort still not enough for you, Prince Jing? So you can enjoy having both of us? This prince has never cared for such blessings. Then is making me your side consort all for the sake of Miss Ouyang? Please, don't be angry. It's all my fault." I sneered inwardly. "Gust, Duke, what a heavy fake innocent green tea act. You are overthinking it, Princess Shiyu. Your Highness came all this way for an alliance marriage to ensure peace between our two nations. Your marriage to Prince Jing as his primary consort is for the sake of the millions of common people in both our lands. It wasn't out of selfishness to deliberately ruin someone else's engagement. So you don't need to feel sorry for this. Princess, please stop trying to prevent me from calling off this engagement. Your Majesty, I beg of you to issue an imperial decree to annul engagement between myself and Prince Jing." Shu's body froze instantly, and her gentle, sweet smile stiffened awkwardly on her face. Lin Yu's face turned even more grim, and an enigmatic look flashed deep in the emperor's eyes. For me to issue a decree to annul this engagement would be somewhat improper. My eyes narrowed slightly. I have my ways to convince the elders of the Zhengguo Marquess estate to agree to this annulment, but Lin Yu's immediate elders are all thousands of miles away in their fiefdom. If he hides this and refuses to invite his elders to the capital, how long will it take for me to get rid of this marriage? As if sensing my concerns, the emperor said calmly, "I will immediately have a letter sent to the old Prince Jing and command him to rush to the capital." Thank you, Your Majesty. The anxiety in my heart instantly vanished. All I need to do is wait peacefully in the capital. Once the old Prince Jing arrives, we can discuss the annulment. Looking at the slight smile playing on my lips, a dark cloud loomed deep in Lin Yu's eyes. "The banquet is dismissed." The emperor's sharp gaze swept over the officials, who all had different expressions, as he stood up and walked down from his golden dragon throne. "Respectful farewell, Your Majesty." The officials knelt to send off the emperor. As the emperor's figure vanished outside the grand hall, I stood up, and under everyone's watchful eyes, I walked out with a sense of relief, without sparing Lin Yu a single glance, watching my cold, slender figure walk away. Lin Yu's sharp eyes slightly narrowed. 3 years apart, I am no longer the shy, timid girl with the gentle smile, who walked on eggshells just to please him. His advisor, He Changshan, hurried over to Lin Yu's side, whispering a tense warning. "Your Highness, you absolutely cannot call off your marriage with Ouyang Mingzhu." "I know that," Lin Yu said, pulling his gaze back. His dark eyes were an endless, deep abyss, as he ordered, Go to Prince Jing's mansion and tell Butler Zhao to prepare the betrothal gifts and accompany me to the Marquess of Zhonghua's mansion. I will marry Ouyang Mingzhu as my side consort in 3 days.
He 强壮 nodded.
And then strode out of the main hall. After leaving the palace, I boarded the carriage back to the Marquess of Zhonghua's mansion under my maid's guidance. I was originally supposed to be on a trip to Hawaii with my best friend, but we were caught in a violent storm. The moment darkness consumed me, I thought I was dead for sure. But when I opened my eyes again, I had actually been reborn, and into this ancient, traditional world no less. It is absolutely unbelievable. Wait, isn't that servant boy Sranchi? I looked up to get a better view, and saw a boy of about 14 or 15 standing by the estate gates, his face clouded with worry. It was indeed Sranchi. My eyes flickered with curiosity, and I said softly, "Stop the carriage." Once the carriage came to a complete halt, I took my maid Hamsu's hand and stepped down, slowly making my way toward the young boy. Sensing someone approaching, the boy quickly turned around, coming face to face with my striking, radiant expression. Lady, what are you doing here?" "The young master. He's inside."
Shuangxi was my twin brother, Ouyang Qian's personal servant.
If Shuangxi was here, this one, then Ouyang Jiwan had to be here as well. Is he inside? Shuangxi gave an awkward, forced laugh. His eyes darted nervously. Well. Seeing him stammer, I raised an eyebrow, bypassed him, and walked straight into the courtyard. According to the memories of this body's original owner,
Wen Jianwan was a spoiled playboy who only knew how to indulge himself.
rarely spending his nights at home. In fact, he stayed out for over 20 days a month. Since it was rare to run into him today, I naturally had to go see him. Stepping through the gate, I saw a massive open space as big as a martial arts arena. Dozens of iron cages were lined up along the sides, holding black and gray dogs inside. Right in the center, a red painted fence enclosed a circular arena of about 20 square meters. Inside, a black dog and a gray dog were locked in a vicious fight. They were clawing and snapping at each other, fighting fiercely in a frenzy. A youth in green robes stood outside the fence, his eyes glued to the fighting dogs. He shouted with wild excitement, "Fight him? Fight him harder! General Black, rip his throat out, kill him!" As if it understood his command, the black dog viciously clamped its jaws onto the gray dog's neck, snapping its neck and killing it instantly. "You lost again! Every dog you buy ends up dead. What are you so smug about?"
说起韩斗的手本，
"This young master is going to pick another dog." "Yo, master, we've spent all the silver we brought for buying dogs and bedding. Cut the crap. Hurry back to the estate and get more silver." "Going back to the estate is too slow. Why not use the beauty behind you as collateral instead?" "I was just passing by, saw you here, and decided to come in for a look." "Well, give me a straight answer. Are you going to use her as collateral or not?" "Shut up. This is my sister. I would never use her as collateral. Look at you, talking all grand and high and mighty. I think you're just afraid of losing. Save your cheap provocations. If you want to bet on dogs, I'll take you on." "You? A pampered young lady, wanting to bet on dogs with me? Sure, and as long as you're not afraid of blood. Pay 500 tolls and pick a dog. But we're not betting silver on this round. We're betting fingers. If you lose a finger. Of course, they are to bet. Just spend one night serving me well, and our debt is wiped clean." Ouyang Mingzhu, how dare you strike me? If you agree, then nod.
Stop whining. Cut the crap.
This one, and that one too. Bring them all over to me. If my sister loses, I will cut off the finger for her. You took all the best dogs and left the sick ones for my sister. So what if I'm shameless? If you've got the guts, pick a dog that can actually beat me, you despicable scoundrel. Nothing but cheap, dirty tricks. This is the one. This dog is practically dead. It's definitely going to lose. Hurry up and choose another one. No need. This one is perfect. How is this possible? How could General Fluang be the one who died? He cheated you. You lost. Now pay up. Maul him. Tear him apart. You lost. Don't tell me. You're going back on your word? You actually dared to cheat. He gene you, you despicable coward. Young master, our bid was for one finger. What right do you have to chop off 5 of mine? You released 5 dogs and bet 5 rounds. You lost all 5. So naturally, You lose 5 fingers. You despicably tried to maim me. So don't blame me for showing no mercy. I never agreed to what the stakes were for the last 4 rounds. Who gave you the right to make that decision? You released 4 more dogs after the first one died. Wasn't that your way of continuing the match? You want to change the stakes now? What a joke.
A bet is a bet. Take your loss.
If you want to send someone to teach me a lesson,
The Jinghua Marcus Mansion is always ready for you.
Sister, wait for me. She just picked a random dog and wrecked that punk so hard.
this young lady is truly impressive.
What do you think, Shizi?
He snatched the blade and chopped off the finger. So swift and ruthless. He must have been personally trained by Marquis Wan Zhenwo. They rumored she was just a sickly, fragile, noble lady. What an absolute joke. Sister, how did you know this scrawny little puppy was so fierce? This is no ordinary dog. It's a Tibetan Mastiff. Tibetan Mastiffs are unyielding and lethal when they attack.
The Tibetan Mastiff? What kind of dog is that? Hey, hand that Tibetan Mastiff over to me.
I'll trade 10,000 taels of silver for it. I don't care for silver. Then I'll give you rare, priceless jewelry instead. Anything you can buy, I can easily buy myself. Then what on earth will it take for you to hand him over to me? The Tibetan Mastiff is fiercely loyal and brave. I'm taking him back to the Marx's estate to guard our home. He doesn't need a fighting pit to prove he's the strongest.
Just let me have him. I need to win back my losses from those spoiled playboys.
Sister? Why did you suddenly stop? I didn't say a word. My gaze piercing straight ahead like a blade of ice.
Housekeeper Zhang. Young Marquis.
Lady Ouyang's parents passed away years ago. Now the Marquis of Zhengguo is only 14-year-old Ji1. What do you think you're doing? I am here on the prince's orders to present the betrothal gifts. Why didn't Ling Yu come himself? The protocol for a prince's consort requires 120 carriage loads. Why did you only bring 64? You clearly look down on my sister. The prince has already publicly announced to the entire capital that he is marrying the eldest Lady Ouyang as a side consort. When did this happen? Just now. At the victory banquet. Did the young Marquis perhaps not attend? The prince only resorted to this compromised move for the sake of peace. We hope you will understand. It seems the prince doesn't care for my sister at all. In that case, let's call off the engagement.
My sister is the legitimate eldest daughter.
Her status is noble and prestigious. She has absolutely no need to become someone's mere concubine.
Your Marquis, the prince had his reasons.
If he truly cared for her, he would have made Moby surrender unconditionally. Does he take the for a 3-year-old child? I am only delivering the gifts on orders. Please, Marquis, don't make things difficult for a humble servant like me. What do you think you're doing? This is the Marquis's estate. Who gave you the nerve to force your way in? Ling went back on his marriage vow, and now he's abusing his power to force my sister to be his concubine. How utterly shameless. Go back and tell Ling Yu. We want no part of it. The engagement is off. Guards, throw this trash out of here. Yes, ma'am. Let's head inside so this trash doesn't hurt our eyes. Fine, but the prince will return in 3 days to take the eldest miss as his concubine. If anyone else dares to barge in here and mouth off, thank them to pieces, dead or alive. Sister, who on earth did you learn martial arts from?
You knocked out 2 of Butler Sung's teeth with just a tiny piece of wood.
He's supposed to be a top master, yet he couldn't even dodge it. Since when did you become so incredibly strong? Me? Martial arts? I don't know any of that. I've just watched the guards spar so many times. But I picked up a few basic showy moves. Really? Just like that? Of course. Why would I lie to you? Besides, it's getting late. I'm going to take the Tibetan Mastiff for a bath first. He's absolutely filthy right now. He must be so uncomfortable. Sister, your health isn't great. Don't overexert yourself. Leave the dirty work of bathing him to me. I'm just going to have the maids wash him. It's not like I'm doing it with my own hands. How could that possibly tire me out? But that Tibetan Mastiff is covered in thick mud. The maids won't have the strength to scrub him clean. Leave it to me. I'll have Yao Si wash him. All right then. His fur is all tangled up, so please, be gentle when you wash him. Don't pull on his fur and hurt him. I know. Sister, I took it upon myself to break off your engagement with Ling Yu without asking you first. You don't blame me, do you? Of course not. The moment he publicly humiliated me at the victory banquet by demoting me to a mere concubine, I already demanded to call off the wedding. The emperor didn't object. The emperor and has already ordered his men to summon old Prince Jing to the capital to finalize the cancellation. Really? You don't have feelings for Ling Yu anymore? A scumbag like him isn't worth my love. You're absolutely right. He was never a good match for you. Taking the initiative to break it off and cut ties completely is the best thing you could have done. Been waiting long, huh? Come on, your master is taking you for a bath. What do you think you're doing? Oldest young mistress, you're back. Grandmother saw that I was dressed so plainly, so she wanted to gift me some jewelry. She told me to come and pick some out myself. If grandmother is giving you a gift, you should be prosing from her personal treasury. Why on earth are you here, taking my mother's dowry?
Your mother was my aunt. Is it really so wrong for me to have a few of her pieces?
It's only a gift. To my mother personally gave it to you. Taking it without her permission is called stealing.
But your mother has been dead for 10 years.
How am I supposed to ask her for permission now?
你杨明一都不是。
Don't go too far. My mother's dowry is being stolen right before my eyes.
And you think me questioning it is going too far? For a noble lady of a prestigious family to secretly steal someone else's jewelry? Isn't that far worse? I didn't steal anything.
I had the key to open the lock.
I took this jewelry out fair and square.
Who was the one in charge of the treasury keys? It was this old servant. Guards, drag her again and flog her with 100 heavy blows and sell her off. Eldest young mistress, what did I do wrong? You opened the treasury without permission. That is a direct act of insubordination. Don't you deserve to be sold off? Eldest young mistress, I was only acting under the old madame's orders. Shut up. How dare you blame your own wrongdoing on the old madam? Eldest young mistress, I'm not lying.
It really was the old madame. You still dare to make excuses?
What is all this shouting about?
What on earth is going on?
Old madam, save me! The eldest young mistress wants to sell me off. She opened the treasury without permission, and even tried to shift the blame onto you, grandmother.
I am punishing her to teach this deceitful servant a lesson about respect. But she wasn't lying. I was the one who ordered her to open the treasury and get the jewelry.
You punished the wrong person.
You've punished the wrong person.
Which law in the Qingyao kingdom states that a stepmother-in-law can freely use her deceased daughter-in-law's dowry? The moment your mother married into this estate, she became a member of this family.
Naturally, her dowry is the property of the Marquis's estate.
I am the one who runs this household.
Letting Qiyam pick a few pieces is only fair.
The law clearly states that a dowry belongs to the children.
Stealing my mother's dowry without permission is a direct violation of the law.
What?
Is a step-granddaughter actually planning to sue her grandmother and throw her into prison? Since the jewelry isn't lost, there's no need for court. Just give this treacherous servant who betrayed her master 100 heavy strokes.
And sell her off. And sell her off?
Drag Nanny Q away.
Give her 100 heavy strokes. And sell her off immediately. Close the box. Take it back to the vault. Yes, right away.
Cousin Qingyan, this isn't the first time you've stolen jewelry from here, is it?
What do you mean by that?
Don't panic. Please return every single piece of jewelry you took from here. Cousin, just consider those jewels a gift to me.
Aren't you being incredibly petty by demanding them back? Over the past 2 years, the jewelry you've taken from here could fill 2 or 3 whole chests.
So what if it could?
Your mother had a massive dowry anyway.
She wouldn't miss a few pieces of jewelry.
Why don't you just give me my aunt's entire dowry?
So I can enjoy a life of luxury too?
My mother's jewelry belongs to me.
How could I ever give it to you?
My mother's jewelry was left to me. And me alone. I want to see all that jewelry returned before sunset. Otherwise, we'll see each other in court.
You're dragging such a trivial matter to court?
You really don't know what's good for you. Given how delicate our family relations are,
if we actually go to court, you're the ones who will be humiliated.
Qingyang, go back to your estate and return all the jewelry you took. My mother's dowry list is registered with the magistrate. So don't try to fool me with fakes.
Don't worry, cousin.
I wouldn't demean myself by keeping such cheap trinkets. You want to break your engagement with Prince Zheng? He brought back a new lover and wants to demote me to a mere concubine.
I had no choice but to call off the marriage.
But marriage is decided by our parents. Calling it off on your own is utterly scandalous. When you say elders, step-grandmother, do you refer to yourself? My engagement was arranged by my father.
As long as a male elder agrees, the engagement can be dissolved.
Your second uncle? But he is far away in Jingzhou. An eldest brother is like a father. He has already agreed to call off the engagement. You don't need to worry about paying respects to grandmother anymore. Calling him a Tibetan Mastiff every day doesn't sound very nice. Why don't you give him a name? Let this young master bathe you and brush your fur. You ran off without even saying thank you. He's young and doesn't know any better.
Don't hold it against him.
He's incredibly fierce in a fight. How about we call him the ever-victorious general? Now that you're with me, you won't have to go to the fighting arena anymore. A name that means no more fighting. How about Baby? Baby is all right, I guess. Let's just call him Baby.
Hongshu, lock up the storehouse.
Bring the keys to me. Should the proud daughter of the Marcus's estate really be managing such trivial things herself? Aren't you afraid people will laugh? I have no one trustworthy around me, so I must look after them myself.
Juhua, talk some sense into your sister.
Obsessing over her dowry all day will only make her a laughingstock. My sister is getting married soon. There's nothing wrong with her learning to manage her dowry. You. All of you. Did I say something wrong?
Ouyang Mingzhu actually returned all the betrothal gifts.
How did you all get injured anyway?
The eldest Miss P ordered her people to drive us out. Steward Zhang even had 2 of his teeth knocked out.
Did Ouyang Mingzhu give that order herself?
Yes. Well, probably not. If Ouyang Mingzhu was just playing hard to get, she would only need to target me.
There was no need to cut off all 5 of your brother's fingers.
What? He cut off Qingyu's fingers?
When did this happen?
Shortly after the victory banquet ended. He made a bet with your brother at the beast fighting arena. Your brother lost. From fighting beasts in the arena, you can bet gold, silver, or jewels, fine silks, antiques, or paintings.
But he actually bet fingers. And he really went ahead and crippled Chengyu. This is absolutely outrageous.
Gentleness and kindness are probably just Ouyang Mingzhu's facade. The real her is arrogant and domineering.
And utterly ruthless. I know a woman like her is hardly a good match. I never intended to make her my princess consort anyway.
Then, what about the wedding in 3 days?
No need for a grand celebration.
But we must make sure everyone knows about it. Invite all the court officials and their families to the wedding banquet. And prepare a small pink sedan chair to bring Ouyang Mingzhu in.
Brother, did something happen? Today is the day Ling Yu plans to take you as his side consort.
Why aren't you worried at all?
I'm not planning to enter Prince Jing's estate to be his concubine anyway. What is there to worry about? Do you think he'd dare to take me by force?
Ling Yu has achieved great military feats.
And he commands a massive army. Even the princes have to show him immense respect. He might actually be capable of abducting you to be a side consort. Even if he dares to take me by force, he'll only succeed if we give him the chance. If we aren't even at the Marquis of Zhengguo Mansion, even if he brings his bridal sedan chair, he'll only go back empty-handed.
Sister,
why are you dressed like this?
I'm going to the ancestral graves to pay respects to our parents and grandfather.
So of course, I should wear something simple and plain.
You gonna come with me?
Sure. Together in life and sharing the same grave in death.
What a loving couple they are.
I hope they're reborn into a good life next time.
To live in peace and safety. And spend a happy lifetime together.
What's going on?
It's nothing. You. What are you doing here? I'm here to claim my side consort. My sister will never be anyone's concubine. If you truly want to marry my sister, then bring her into Prince Jing's estate in an 8-carrier sedan chair as your princess consort. If you can't do that, then call off the engagement. My marriage to Ouyang Mingzhu is not your place to interfere. I am his real older brother, his own flesh and blood. His business is my business. Who says I don't have the right to interfere? Get out of my way. I won't. You're trying to take my sister by force. Over my dead body.
Prince Jing and Princess Xiu love each other deeply.
I already called off the engagement to let you two be together. Why must you be so stubborn? You're Uncle Yu's daughter, and you've always been frail and sickly. I highly respected Uncle Ye and plan to bring you into my estate to take care of you. If the care your highness speaks of is taking me in as a concubine and forcing me to endure your grandmother's disgust and nitpicking, along with the servants' mockery and contempt every single day, then I'll pass. I'd rather never marry in my life. At least when I'm laid to rest, I'll still be the noble young mistress of the Marquis's estate, and I can be buried in the Ouyang family's ancestral tomb. But if I enter your prince's estate, while alive, I'd be nothing but a lowly concubine, constantly humiliated, and after death, I'd be so worthless that I wouldn't even have the right to be buried in the ancestral tomb. You heartlessly degrade and trample all over me. Yet you still want to play the hero and win a reputation for being kind and honorable? How utterly shameless.
She was gentle and kind.
And incredibly pure-hearted. Another, once she becomes my primary consort, she will take excellent care of you. She would never dream of mistreating you, and she certainly wouldn't let the servants mock you. You'll be treated with just as much respect as the primary consort herself. As for when you pass away, I will ensure you are buried with dignity in our ancestral tomb. Oh, really? Princess Xiu grew up in a Mobe palace. She spent over a decade immersed in royal politics. Even if she hasn't personally used those despicable, filthy schemes of the inner palace, she has definitely seen them all. After years of witnessing all that, her scheming must be unfathomably deep. And you still call her gentle, kind, and pure-hearted? Do you take me for a fool? Or do you just think I'm blind? She who truly cares about you. When I left my estate, she repeatedly urged me to marry you quickly, so she could welcome you as a sister. Does your highness even know that true love means a man and a woman loving each other so deeply and intimately that there is absolutely no room for a third person? There are only 2 reasons why Princess Xiu would encourage you to take a concubine. First, she's actually jealous and wants to test where your heart lies. Second, she doesn't love you at all, which is why she can afford to be so generous. She couldn't care less if you take a side consort.
Nonsense. Ouyang Mingzhu, know your place.
Stop trying to sow discord between me and Shiyu with your self-righteous assumptions.
I have absolutely no interest in driving a wedge between you. But if you want to know if I'm right, just go back to your estate and test Princess Shiyu yourself.
Enough! You're coming back with me.
This cemetery. My father, my mother, and my grandfather's graves are all right here. Today, I will make things crystal clear to you, right in front of everyone. I, Ouyang Mingzhu of the House of Zhengwu, can take care of myself just fine. I don't need your fake concern, you hypocrite. Your Highness, the auspicious hour is almost over. I know.
Ouyang Mingzhu, follow me back to Prince Jing's estate immediately.
The wrong words you just spoke, and the wrong things you did, I can overlook them all. And what if I say, no? Then don't blame me for being ruthless.
When have you ever been respectful to me, Your Highness?
Ouyang Mingzhu.
Sister, run, quick. I'm fine. He doesn't dare kill me. Just run. Take care of yourself, brother. Get lost. Ha 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 ha.
Why aren't you running anymore? There's no way out. In front is a cliff, and behind you are pursuers. How do you plan to choose?
I choose neither. I choose neither, because I have no intention of jumping off a cliff,
And even less intention of becoming a concubine.
You dare try to kill me? You brought this on yourself.
You're courting death.
Get lost.
I didn't mean to ruin your chess game.
Don't push me too far.
Since Prince Jing has ruined my game, why not play around with me instead? Since Air Song is so inclined,
I shall accompany you to the very end.
let's see how long you can wait.
Young man. Stop right there. Let go. Don't touch me. You have no inner strength. You can't win. If I can't win, I can at least outrun them.
Ouyang Mingzhu.
We will meet again very soon.
Sister, are you all right?
I'm fine. Where is Prince Jing?
They fell into the ravine. You pushed His Highness into the ravine?
Young Master He, open your eyes and look closely.
Me?
Just a weak, helpless woman? How could I possibly push the god of war off a cliff?
Then how did the prince fall? Slipped and fell in on his own? That's impossible.
The prince is a master of martial arts.
How could he possibly slip? Once he takes off his armor, he's just an ordinary man. If anyone else can slip, why can't he?
But instead of wasting your time arguing with me, you should go search for him at the bottom of the cliff.
The current down there is so wild. Try not to panic when you find his cold, dead body.
Do you want Prince Jing dead that badly?
The prince is blessed. Heaven will surely protect him.
I'm leaving. No need to show me out.
Sister, did you really not push Prince Jing off? But what if he dies?
If he dies, he dies.
What is there to worry about?
The two of you are still betrothed.
If he dies, everyone will say you jinxed your husband. I've already demanded to call off the engagement. Besides, he is by no means Jiang Xiu. If anyone is a jinx, it's him. But the engagement hasn't been made public yet, so you'll still be the one taking the blame.
Dead or alive, once we return to the manor.
I'm going to prepare a grand gift for her.
My prince, are you all right?
I'm fine. Has Ouyang Mingzhu been taken care of? Your subordinate hasn't had the chance to shove her into a pink sedan chair and bring her to the manor yet. You fell into the mountain ravine, and your fate was unknown. Your subordinate was deeply worried, so you brought a search party to find me.
and let her swagger right back into the Marcus's manor? Your subordinate was careless. Within 2 hours, I will make sure Ouyang Mingzhu is brought through the side gate in a pink sedan chair. We don't need to be fancy. Just getting her carried in will do.
Remember, you must always keep our ultimate goal in mind.
Prince Jing. Lower official Zoling Kwang from the Chuking Military Command. At your service.
Greetings, Your Highness. Master Zhou.
You are usually stationed in the capital.
Why did you bring your men all the way here? We received a distress letter from Master Lin of Shuntian Prefecture. We came specifically to search and rescue you, Your Highness. What on earth is going on? At noon, the eldest Miss Ouyang took 20 bruised and battered guards straight to the Shuntian Prefecture, claiming that the prince had accidentally fallen off a cliff and begging the prefecture to rescue him. Lord Lin didn't have enough men on hand, which is why he came to find me, your humble servant.
Your Highness, you have nothing to worry about. The fearsome reputation of the Prince Jing estate is known to all.
The commoners of the capital would never dare to gossip about you.
Ouyang Mingzhu is doing exceptionally well. She is nothing but a dying, sickly weakling.
How dare she ruin my reputation?
I will surely return this generous gift of hers
and make her taste a fate worse than death. Miss, Prince Jing has returned to the capital.
When did he get back?
Last night, miss.
The city guard said he rode back into the capital, completely alone.
His complexion looked perfectly normal. He didn't seem to be injured at all. Falling from such a towering cliff and being swept over 1,000 meters away by the raging rapids. He really has 9 lives. Prince Jing holds a high office and wields massive power. You set him up to be mocked by all the officials and laughed at by the entire capital. He definitely won't let this go easily. I know that.
Miss, an open spear is easy to dodge, but a hidden arrow is hard to defend against.
We must be even more cautious. I know, but if he dares to plot against me, I'll poke a few bloody holes in him myself. Even if the wounds don't kill him, he will surely bleed to death. Sister! I need a favor, sister.
Can you lend me Beba for just one day? Beba is my pet.
He is never going back to the Colosseum to fight dogs again, so you can just forget about it. Fine, then give me 10,000 taels of silver, and I'll go buy another dog, in the memories of the body's original owner.
No matter how much of a spendthrift Ouyang Jiwan was,
he had never once asked her for money.
Where did you used to get your money from?
then
Is there no money left there anymore?
I've always been getting my money from you, boy. But when I went to see Uncle Hui just now,
He said that according to father's instructions before he passed away, my allowance for this month is already maxed out.
Uncle Hui's real name is Chie Hui. He was father's loyal subordinate.
And also serves as the head butler of the Marcus's estate. Brother, you know how little my own monthly allowance is? Even if I saved it all up for 10 years, it wouldn't even be 10,000 taels of silver.
But sister, don't you have the keys to Mother's dowry warehouse? You want to sell Mother's dowry just to get cash for dog fights?
Aren't you afraid her spirit will never rest in peace? No, that's not it. Mother's dowry must have silver inside. I only want that silver. I swear I won't touch anything else.
Won't touch it? Then how do you even know there's silver in Mother's dowry?
When I was leaving Uncle Hui's place, I overheard Sanqiao whispering with a young maid about women's dowries. That's how I found out that a woman's dowry always contains bridal silver.
Sanqiao is a maid-serving Lady Du.
And she is highly trusted by her.
Ouyang Jiyong once out of money.
And suddenly he overhears someone talking about dowry silver. This is no coincidence. That old hag is definitely pulling the strings. Since I hold the keys to the storehouse, Lady Du can no longer openly steal Mother's dowry. So she's exploiting Ouyang Jian's obsession with dogfighting to manipulate him into pawning and selling off the dowry for cheap. So they can buy it back at a bargain. What a devious scheme. Lady Du is getting way too arrogant. Did she not learn her lesson last time? Fine. I will teach her a lesson she will never forget, and show her what it truly means to lose both the bait and the fish. Since Lady Du wants to use Ouyang Jiwan to get her hands on Mother's dowry, then I might as well go pay her a visit. Sister, where are you going? To Yutong Hall to see our step-grandmother. I'm coming with you. No need. Just wait for me here. I didn't expect the young mistress to visit Yutong Hall so suddenly. The matriarch is in the inner chamber. Please come in, young mistress. Is there something you need? Nothing major. My brother wants to bet on dogfights, but he's completely out of cash. So I came to borrow some from you, step-grandmother. How much?
100,000 taels.
My brother has always spent money like water.
This 100,000 taels of silver will only last him 10 days at most.
100,000 taels of silver is no small sum.
Exchanged into hard cash, it would fill several large carriages. We aren't even related by blood.
Why on earth should I lend it to you? I can write you now to you. Once my brother wins the money back, he will pay you back immediately, with interest.
9 out of 10. Gamblers lose.
If Ouyang Mingzhu never wins back that 100,000 taels, does that mean you'll never pay me back?
Then, what do you think we should do, step-grandmother? Just bring one chest of your mother's dowry over as collateral. Once you win back the 100,000 taels,
You can have that chest of her dowry back.
every single chest of my mother's dowry is worth 200,000 to 300,000 taels.
yet Lady Du wants to seize a chest for a mere 100,000 taels.
She really has been planning this all along.
I recall my mother's dowry list included several dowry shops.
And you are the one managing them now, aren't you, step-grandmother?
Yes. What of it?
Those shops are all located in bustling prime districts. Over 10 years, the profits must have reached at least several 100,000 taels, right? For 10 years, the original host never saw a single penny of those profits. Naturally, all that money ended up in Lady Du's pockets. Those 6 shops haven't been doing well at all. Hardly anyone ever visits them. Each shop makes 1,000 to 2,000 taels at most every year. It's barely enough to cover the Marquis mansion's expenses. Then, please bring out the account books, step-grandmother. I'd like to take a look. It's neither the beginning nor the end of the month. The account books are all with the shopkeepers. How could I possibly have them here? Servants, go and summon all 6 shopkeepers of my mother's dowry shops right now and tell them to bring along the account books from the past 10 years. Didn't Lady Du claim that the shops made barely any profit? Fine. I will interrogate the 6 shopkeepers right in front of her. Let's see if the shops are truly unprofitable, or if someone has been cooking the books. Yes, milady. Greetings, eldest miss. We apologize for keeping you waiting.
No need for formalities, shopkeepers.
Please, sit down and enjoy some tea. I will look at the account books first. If there is anything I don't understand, I will ask you then.
Please, don't say that, eldest miss.
If there is anything you don't understand, please, feel free to ask. Your humble servants will tell you everything we know and keep absolutely nothing from you.
Please, just give us your orders, eldest miss.
How on earth have you been running these shops? Heiress, miss. Are the books incorrect? Please, punish us, boss. The books are fine. But the outstanding debts on them are far too high, and they've been dragging on for far too long. When running a business, it's normal to allow customers a reasonable amount of credit. A short-term tab is one thing, but someone has been buying on credit for 10 years without paying a single penny. How could you let such freeloaders keep taking our goods? Were you trying to run these shops into the ground? Eldest miss, we didn't let them take things on credit of our own accord. The people coming to take our goods are from the Marquises, Wu Wen's household. So what if they're from the Marquises' household? Even if Ouyang Mingzhu, the Marchioness of Wuhan herself, came here, she would still just be a customer. You serve them well, and that is it. Who gave them permission to just walk away with goods on credit without paying a single dime? It was the old madam who permitted it. In 10 years, they've come to our silk shop every single season to make new clothes, taking jewelry from our jewelry shop. And every few months, they even go to our antique shop to take paintings and calligraphy. Yet, they have never paid a single tael of silver. No wonder Madame Du dared to claim every shop was profitable. In reality, all those profits were swallowed by the massive black hole of the Marquises' debts. So this is how my step-grandmother looked after my mother's shops. Your aunt and the others only got clothes and jewelry made there to support the shop's business. Paying for what you take is called supporting a business. Taking things without paying and doing it guilt-free for 10 years is called being utterly shameless. The prestigious household of the Marquis of Wuhan is not a bunch of beggars on the street. How can they act like thugs and do something so utterly disgraceful? If they aren't embarrassed by it, I feel embarrassed for them. Guang is your own aunt. How can you speak about her that way? And my mother was her own sister-in-law. She shamelessly took whatever she wanted from her sister-in-law's dowry shops without paying a single cent. I'm not even allowed to call her out on it. Stop trying to use the "she's your aunt" excuse on me. As his niece, showing him respect is only right. But my parents are both dead, so he should be the one looking out for and protecting me. Instead, why hasn't he ever used his craftsmanship to make me custom jewelry for free in his shop? My mother's dowry shops were handed over to you, But under your care, they are now in complete ruins.
If you keep running them, all 6 shops will surely go bankrupt.
So please, return the deeds.
From now on, I will manage them myself.
This shirt Madame Du is unwilling to hand over the shops,
Simply because she can't bear to stop taking things from them for free.
Since that's the case, let's make Madame Du realize that if she doesn't hand over these 6 shops,
It won't just be the Marquis of Wunan's residence that gets humiliated.
my dear step-grandmother, you adore your daughter,
And how you choose to spoil her is none of my business. But do not use my mother's dowry shops to buy your favors. They were left for my brother and me.
they have absolutely nothing to do with you.
If you insist on keeping control of them, I won't be able to stop myself from telling everyone how these shops have prospered over the last 10 years.
They're just 6 measly shops.
I don't even care about them.
If you want them, take them all. Now get the hell out of Yutong Courtyard. You are not welcome here.
No need to trouble yourself, step-grandmother.
I absolutely despise this place anyway. Now that I have the deeds, there is nothing left between us. Even if you begged me, I would never come back. Get lost.
The Marquis of Wuhan's estate has been buying on credit for 10 years. We can't tolerate their behavior any longer. The 6 of you, go back to your shops immediately and send your workers to the Marquis of Wuhan's residence to collect the debts.
Madame Du and Ouyang Mingzhu enjoy lives of absolute luxury.
Yet they ruthlessly plunder the wealth of my brother and me.
The goods from my mother's dowry shops can benefit anyone, but absolutely not the people of the Marquis of Wuhan's estate.
But eldest miss,
We have been sending our workers to the Marquis of Wuhan's residence every single month to collect the debts.
But they always brush us off.
And never pay a single penny.
They just keep saying,
We'll pay next month.
"That's right, eldest miss. The people of the Marquis of Wuhan's estate are incredibly cunning.
No matter what our workers say,
They always have the same excuse. We'll pay next month." And when the workers went back to collect the debt the following month,
they just kept pushing it off to the month after that, delaying it over and over again.
the debt from 10 years ago has been dragged all the way to today.
We subordinates were also at our wits' end.
We once consulted the matriarch, but she said since we're all family, as long as the transactions were recorded clearly in the ledger, it would be fine, and they could pay the money back slowly. They are clearly trying to quietly drain Lady Shen's dowry shops dry. But now that I've taken over the shops, their little scheme ends here.
I thought of a plan. As long as you do exactly as I say, I guarantee the people of Marquis Wuwan's manor will obediently pay back every single penny they owe.
Really? What's the plan?
Miss, the best thing about eldest aunt's dowry shops is this.
I can take whatever I set my eyes on
And all I have to do is let them write it down in the ledger.
without having to pay a single penny.
I am a worker from Jiu Pavilion.
By order of our shopkeeper, I have come to settle the accounts with Marquis Wuan's manor. Could you please go in and let them know?
doesn't Yu Pavilion settle accounts with its customers once a month?
Today's neither the beginning nor the end of the month.
What are you here to settle?
Replying to Miss Jiang, I am not here to settle last month's account, but rather the older ones. Specifically, the debts that should have been fully paid off by last month.
All right, that's enough.
The manor has been quite busy lately,
So we don't have time to settle the accounts right now.
come back at the end of the month.
Have all the accounts sorted out, and we'll settle them all together then. I know my timing isn't great,
But our shopkeeper made it clear.
If I can't collect the payment, this time I'll be fired on the spot. I have elderly parents and young children to support. I can't afford to lose this job.
please, Miss John, have mercy on me and clear the debt.
How dare you? What's going on over there? Yeah, I have no idea. It looks like someone is here to collect a debt from Marquis Wuwan's manor.
Why don't they just pay him and get it over with?
Why are they scolding the poor guy so harshly?
Well, what do you expect? Her father is the Marquis of Wuhan.
She is of noble birth, after all. Yelling at a lowly clerk is nothing to her. Who would dare to say a word?
I did not yell at him. Tell them, did I yell at you? Sir, ma'am, I only came here today to collect the outstanding debt your mansion owes to Juelu. Why must you, eldest Miss Zhang, repeatedly make things difficult for me? Who is making things difficult for you? I already told you to come back at the end of the month, but I have come to the Marquis's mansion so many times, only to be brushed off and ignored by your servants every single time.
I simply cannot trust your word anymore, eldest miss.
Because the Marquis's mansion has defaulted on its bills for 10 years. Joylure is facing a severe shortage of funds. We desperately need this money to keep our business afloat.
Wait, they actually defaulted on their bills?
The Marquis of Wuhan's mansion has an unpaid debt from 10 years ago.
Seriously? Is that true?
Of course it is.
If you don't believe me, brother, let me read it out for you.
On the 6th day of July, in the 3rd year of Qingyan,
The Madam of Marcus I and Pest 1 set of South Sea pearl hair ornaments,
1 set of sapphire hair ornaments, and 1 set of pearl hair ornaments,
Along with 2 pairs of South Sea pearl hair flowers.
totaling 20,000 taels of silver.
Then, on September 13th, in the 5th year of Qingyan,
the Madam of Marcus I made further purchases of
Wow, those dates really are from 10 years ago.
are we sure that ledger isn't a fake?
Who would dare fake a ledger to frame the Marquis of Wuhan's mansion unless they have a death wish?
the Marcus of Wuhan's mansion looks so grand and wealthy.
Surely they aren't short on money?
Who knows?
Maybe they really are broke. Or maybe they have the money, but just don't want to pay.
Looks like they're trying to dodge the debt. So what if I take things from Jilo without paying? That shop is part of my eldest aunt's dowry.
I am from the Jingshu Silk Manor.
For 10 long years, the Marquis of Wuhan's household has been buying luxury silks without paying a single penny.
When we tried to collect the debt at the start of this month, they just brushed us off again.
Since we are in the exact same boat as the Vermilion Jade Pavilion today,
I might as well read this outstanding ledger out loud for everyone to hear. On the 6th day of the 8th month, in the 3rd year of the Qingyan era, the Madam of the Marquis of Wuhan purchased premium sequin brocade, premium cloud brocade, and premium suyu embroidery, totaling 10,000 taels of silver. On that very same day, the 6th day of the 8th month, in the 3rd year of the Qingyan era, the Madam also purchased.
I am from the antique pavilion.
For the past 10 years, Madame Marquis of Wuhan has been constantly taking valuable artifacts from our shop,
without paying a single cent.
Every single time we went to collect the debt, we were brushed off. I have the full ledger right here, and I'm going to read it out loud for all of you to hear.
Fine jewelry and silks from the Vermilion Jade Pavilion.
Antiques, calligraphy, and paintings from the antique pavilion. Wow, the Marcus's estate is indeed incredibly generous with their spending. They buy nearly 10,000 taels worth of goods every single time.
Loads, jewelry, and antiques, all put on tab without paying a single coin.
Shoot, if it were me, I'd also love to grab whatever I want, buy as much as I can, and just refuse to pay. What a bunch of deadbeats. Why doesn't anyone report them to the officials?
Mayor, hurry and go tell my mother.
Yes, milady.
What on earth is going on here?
男大讲，我要用力狠的苛待我有。
If you want your money, go find the butler of the Marcus's estate.
What do you think you're doing, making such a massive scene out here?
Madame Zhang, we've always gone to the butler in the past.
He always brushes us off and refuses to settle the account. He's been dragging this on for 10 long years.
We truly had no other choice but to resort to this. Please, Madame Zhang, we beg of you.
We have elderly parents and young children to feed.
If our shops are forced to close down, we won't even be able to feed our families.
Wait, isn't the one collecting the money supposed to be the boss?
And the one who owes it, supposed to beg.
How did it get completely reversed here?
The debtor is acting like a king. All the creditors are forced to beg.
Well, what do you expect? The one who owes the money is the Marquis of Wuhan.
I heard Lord Lane of the Shuntian Prefecture is a highly upright official.
If they take this to his court, surely they'll get justice, right? But Lord Lane's official rank is far below that of the Marquis. Even if they do take it to court, and there's no telling how this will turn out. This is already blown completely out of proportion. The reputation of the Marquis of Hua's estate is utterly ruined.
I have to distance myself from this.
I absolutely cannot take the fall for something this scandalous. The butler has always been the one handling the settlements with the shops. I had absolutely no idea the estate was defaulting on these payments. We don't wish to make a fuss anymore. All we want now is to get our money back. Please, Madame Zhang, make things right. There is no need for the 6 of you to worry. The House of Marquis Wuhan has always valued its reputation. Every single penny owed to your shops will be paid back in full. It is wonderful to hear. May I ask if Madame Zhang will be paying in bank drafts or cold hard silver? We don't have many bank drafts on hand right now, but we do have plenty of silver. However, 10 years of accumulated debt is no small sum. But how frail you all look. I doubt you could even carry it. I will promise to pay them back first, to disperse this nosy crowd, and then I'll teach these 6 ungrateful dogs a lesson they'll never forget. Thank you for your concern, madam. But we have already prepared for that. Our masters knew the amount was massive, so to prevent any mishaps along the way, and they contacted Hutong Bank in advance. They had them bring their men and carriages right behind us, so we can load the silver directly onto the carriages and secure it in the bank. They knew exactly what I was going to say and set a perfect trap for me, just waiting for me to walk right into it.
那就欧阳，
Can we start settling the accounts now? Of course. Lan, take them to the treasury to get the silver. Everyone, please follow me. Mother, are we really going to pay them all back in full? We don't have that much silver in our estate. I know.
But the news of the Marquis estate defaulting on 10 years of debt has already spread all over the capital. If we don't clear the entire debt today, a notorious reputation will be set in stone. We will be ridiculed by the public and mocked by other noble families. We won't be able to show our faces in the capital ever again.
Is it really that serious?
Grandmother is really too much. If she wanted money, why didn't she just say so?
Why did you have to send the workers from those 6 shops to make a scene at our door?
Ishra Huden Marquis mansion loses face.
It won't look good for his reputation either. Do you honestly think the current Jiayu Pavilion and Gupanzai are still run by your late grandmother? This must be Ouyang Mingzhu's doing. He keeps plotting against us to drag our mansion's name through the mud. Enough talk. We don't have time for this.
Hurry to the storeroom and get my exquisite kingfisher feather hairpiece, my South Sea pearl set, and my red day-night jewelry. Take them to Dubouj to exchange for cash. Mother.
But mother, those are your dowry.
Your absolute favorite jewelry.
For 10 years, they took items from those 6 shops, worth nearly 1 million taels of silver. Since our estate's funds are currently running dry, I have no choice but to sell off my jewelry and dowry to raise the cash.
Don't worry. Once we get through this crisis,
Mother will redeem them all and save them for your dowry.
that wretched Ouyang Mingzhu. Not only did she snatch our shops, she even used them as an excuse to scheme against me,
Forcing us to return the money from all 6 shops.
and dragging my reputation through the mud.
I used to think she was just an ignorant little girl, but now, it seems, I completely underestimated her. My sickly niece is far from simple.
It looks like I need to find some time to return to Zhengguo Marquis mansion.
And have a proper meeting with this niece I've never even deigned to look at. We tried everything for 10 years, but couldn't get a single penny out of the Wuan Makpra's mansion. Yet, as soon as Ouyang Mingzhu put her plan into action,
The Wuan Makpra's mansion scrambled to pay back every single cent.
all the outstanding debts have been successfully recovered. Thank you all for your hard work. This silver is a reward for your efforts. Every shopkeeper and worker gets a share. Thank you, eldest miss. If the shop's profits this year increase by 10% compared to last year, I will give everyone a handsome bonus at the end of the year. Thank you, eldest miss. We will certainly do our absolute best to run the shops.
And we will never let you down.
Sister, how did you come up with this way of collecting debts?
The Wuan Makris mansion is a prestigious noble family
They have always valued their reputation above all else.
And won't tolerate the slightest blemish on it. By ordering our workers to read the debt list out loud right in front of their gates, we expose their dirty laundry. If the Marquis mansion wanted to quiet things down, they had to pay back every single cent.
I see. That was brilliant. Sister, now that you have so much silver,
How about giving me 10,000 taels to spend? You want silver just to go to the arena and tease dogs? Well, if you want silver, it's not impossible. But there is no such thing as a free lunch in this world. I can't just give you this silver for nothing. We need to make an equal trade. An equal trade? What kind of trade? Memorize everything in this book, and I'll give you 10,000 taels. Sister, these words look like absolute gibberish to me. I don't recognize a single one. Please, stop making things so hard for me. Studying gives me a headache, and training is exhausting. Neither is as easy or fun as teasing dogs. But the silver I have was earned through those exact headaches and exhausting hours. Then go find Uncle Hui and have him teach you 10 moves. Once you have mastered all 10 moves, you can come and get 10,000 tiles of silver from me. Uncle Hui's way of teaching is just making me do horse dances, and more horse dances. I trained under him for 10 years, and he'd only just finished teaching me a single 49-move style. If I have to learn 10 new moves from him, well, that at least 2 years. I'll die of boredom. Sister? What's wrong? Oh no, your cold poison is acting up.
选手杨翔
Go get the medicine, quick. Yes, right away. In the original owner's memories, she had suffered through countless flare-ups of this cold poison. Each time the pain was so agonizing she wanted to die. But as long as she took the medicine, the pain would quickly fade away. Don't be scared, sister. You'll be fine once you take the medicine. Ah, young master. He stole the young mistress's medicine. Drop the medicine. The fire lotus seeds My sister's fire lotus seeds. Compensate us for the fire lotus seeds. My sister's life depends on them. Brother, stop fighting. He's a death warrior. He's not going to say a word. He's a death warrior.
Ouyang Mingzhu wasn't born weak and sickly.
Instead, she was poisoned with cold toxin when she was 4 years old.
The cold toxin is incredibly brutal. Whenever it flares up, it makes her wish she were dead.
Ling Yu sent you to steal the fire lotus seeds, didn't he?
Don't you dare deny it. Except for the Prince of Jing's manor and the Marsco Jingwo's manor. No one else knows my sister is suffering from the cold toxin and needs the fire lotus seeds to save her life.
After Ouyang Mingzhu was poisoned,
Ouyang Ye sealed off all information. This secret was only known to Ouyang Ye and his wife.
欧阳明去，欧阳志远，德欧碰四旗，以凌云。
Brother, where are you going? To the Prince of Jing's manor, to find Ling Yu.
What are you going to do with him? He'll never admit he's the mastermind, even if he doesn't.
I'm still going to confront him face to face. We can't just let him walk all over us.
Prince of Jing's manor is Ling Yu's territory.
Then there are deep-seated conflicts between them.
My lady, let me help you back to your room to rest. I can't let Ouyang Jiwan go there alone. I'm worried.
Bring our guards and follow me to the Prince of Jing's manor.
Young Marquis, this is the Prince of Jing's manor.
You cannot force your way in. Get out of my way. I demand to see Ling Yu. I'm sorry, Young Marquis.
Without the prince's order,
No one is allowed inside. I have an extremely urgent matter to discuss with him. If you delay me,
you won't be able to bear the consequences.
Wait, what do you think you're doing? The Christic Exif, let go of me, Ling Yu. Get out here. Get the hell out here.
Lei Yong, hand over the fire lotus seeds.
You sent someone to destroy my sister's fire lotus seeds.
The higher lotus seeds are only produced in Yunnan.
And Yunnan happens to be the Prince of Jing's fief.
If Ouyang Mingzhu's fire lotus seeds were destroyed,
It's because your own people at the Marquis's manor are incompetent.
And failed to guard them properly.
what does that have to do with me?
Kui,
I don't have time to argue with you. Just give me a straight answer. You're giving us the fire lotus seed or not?
Ouyang Mingzhu has already called off our engagement.
my manor has absolutely nothing to do with yours anymore.
I have no legitimate reason to just hand over the fire lotus seed to you. When it all comes down to it.
You just want to force my sister to be your concubine.
But she refused, so you resorted to such despicable means to force her into submission. Don't you find yourself utterly shameless? Her cold poison is acting up right now. If she doesn't take the fire lotus seed by tonight, she will literally die from the pain. Whether she lives or dies is none of my concern. Nothing from my manor is given away for free.
Then we'll buy it. Will that do?
Name your price, Your Highness.
Even if you want a mountain of gold and silver, I will pay every single cent. My manor does not lack money. No amount of gold can buy it. If she wants that fire lotus seed,
There is only one way. She must marry into my manor as my concubine.
You have exactly 4 hours to think it over.
there's no need to think.
I can give you my answer right now, Prince Jing.
I would rather die than marry you as a concubine. He's the one who destroyed my fire lotus seed in the first place. He is a devious, scheming bastard who has driven me to the brink of death.
Ouyang Mingzhu already knew that I sent that assassin with black.
Since she couldn't get any useful information out of him, she killed him right in front of me. Just to mock and provoke me. Brother, let's go. His Highness is a very busy man. He has so many important things to deal with every single day.
We shouldn't waste any more of his time.
Let's go. She actually left without a second thought. Even with the cold poison tearing her apart right now.
Is she really not afraid of dying from the pain?
Your Highness, did we push her a bit too hard?
What do you mean?
狗眼去远呢，欧阳明就啊，实际快痒。
And they've been constantly schemed against since their parents passed away. Right now, he is on edge, like a bird startled by a bow. If we push him any further,
It will only trigger a violent backlash.
even when the fire lotus seeds that could save his life were destroyed, he didn't show a single trace of pain or scream in agony. Instead, he was laughing while taking lives. A man like him will never let himself be controlled. Maybe we should try a gentler approach. Appeal to his emotions. And reason with him. Let them know that your highness means them no harm.
If Ouyang Mingzhu marries me as a secondary consort,
I can protect Ouyang Jiwan.
And guarantee him a lifetime of wealth. As for Mingzhu,
She will have an endless supply of fire lotus seeds to ease the pain of her poison.
Your Highness, the siblings haven't gone far yet.
Should I call them back to explain everything? No need.
Ouyang Mingzhu wants the position of the primary consort.
But I have already promised that title to Shiyu.
Calling her back will only lead to more pointless arguments. But if Ouyang Mingzhu doesn't take the fire lotus seeds before midnight, the poison will kill her. Her life is worthless.
But if it ruins your plans, Your Highness, that would be a disaster. Everyone is afraid of dying, no matter how stubborn Ouyang Mingzhu is.
She wouldn't dare to step into the gates of hell so easily.
She will definitely return before midnight.
Sister, are we really just going to leave like this?
Ling Yu is determined not to give me the fire lotus seeds.
There's no point in staying here. But the cold poison inside you is acting up.
If you don't take the fire lotus seeds,
Once the time comes,
The consequences will be unimaginable.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
heaven always leaves a way out.
that might be true.
But there are only 3 hours left until midnight. I once read in a modern medical book that acupuncture can cure all kinds of poisons.
Cold poison is still a poison.
Is there really no way to cure it?
The fire lotus seeds are indeed the most effective cure for cold poison.
But there must be other ways besides that.
Like acupuncture.
And herbal decoctions. Famous doctors have tried all of those long ago.
But the amount of poison they could clear was negligible.
If you want to live, you must take the fire lotus seeds. Sister, what's on your mind?
That thing, brother. Are there any hot springs in the capital? Of course there are hot springs.
Why do you ask? I have a special use for them.
It's almost midnight. It's almost too late.
There's still no sign of Ouyang Mingzhu. Is she really that unafraid of death?
Highness, where are you going?
To Jiangguan Marcus's manor to find Ouyang Mingzhu.
My ground plan requires her assistance.
She can't.
Think yet. Your Highness, you can just send anyone to deliver the medicine to her? There's no need to go in person.
Just thinking that Ouyang Mingzhu might die from the poison makes me inexplicably restless. I have something to remind her of.
It's better if I go to the Marcus's manor myself.
Your Highness, Ouyang Mingzhu is not at the manor right now. Then where is she?
At the hot spring villa.
Sister, what are we doing here?
To cure the cold poison. Can a hot spring really cure cold poison?
The cold poison is a rare and powerful toxin. Simply soaking in a hot spring won't get rid of it. It also requires the help of silver needles.
Is that true?
Of course it's true.
When have I ever lied to you? But there's no doctor here.
And no silver needles either.
Don't worry. I've studied the chart of human apple points.
I know exactly where each acupoint is. I can just use this instead. Is that really safe?
I wouldn't risk my own life. Don't worry. Just keep watch nearby for me. Make sure no one comes to disturb me. All right, I'll go guard the edge of the woods. I promise I won't let anyone get close. If anything happens, just yell for me. Okay.
The hot spring really does suppress the cold poison.
But the poison is too aggressive. The hot spring can only suppress it temporarily.
It can't cure it completely.
Even the acupuncture from famous doctors couldn't cure it.
Perhaps because they didn't target the right acupoints.
Let me try different acupoints. Even if I can't completely purge it, I have to stay alive. Who's there?
It's me.
What are you doing here?
This is the estate of Prince Shoyos Manor. What's so strange about me soaking in a hot spring at my own family's estate?
There are so many hot spring pools in this estate.
You could have used any of them, Airsong. Why did you have to choose this exact pool? I've been soaking here for 15 minutes and you just got here. Why didn't you say anything?
If I had known someone was here,
I would have gone to a different pool.
I would never have disturbed you, my lord.
I was asleep just now. I only woke up when I heard the water splash. Ling Fang, your methods for dealing with enemies are brutal.
I better use the 36 stratagems and make a run for it.
Ling Fang. He seems so elegant and noble, yet he's extremely dangerous. I'd better stay as far away from him as possible.
Still trying to run? Yes. All I did was ruin one of your chess games. Do you really have to hold a grudge until now? How can a grown man be so petty? This heir happens to be exactly that petty. Your chess game is already ruined. Even if you get angry and lecture me, it won't change anything. That game was extremely precious. I should have punished you severely. Like seeing how frail your body is, as long as you agree to one condition.
Our slate will be wiped completely clean.
What condition? This is the condition I was talking about. But I never said I agreed. How could you just... But you didn't say no either. What's wrong with you?
My cold poison is flaring up. My silver needles are gone. They must have been lost when I fell into the water. I don't know where they got washed away.
What are you doing? Trying to force the poison out? Your body is too weak. If you lose too much blood, you'll die. The cold poison is running wild. My veins are about to burst. I'm going to die. Don't worry, I won't let you die. What are you doing? Helping you suppress the cold poison. A wave of warmth surged into my chest, clearing away the pain and ice in my meridians. Inch by inch, a faint, soothing scent of ink and bamboo drifts around me, bringing a strange, sudden sense of peace. What do you think you're doing? Prince Jing, you're not welcome here.
I must ask you to leave. Right now. I was so worried the poison would flare up and kill him that I rushed the fire lotus seed here overnight.
But instead, she's here acting all cozy with Song Ling Fang.
How utterly detestable.
You needn't trouble yourself, Air Song.
I have already found the one I was looking for, and I will be leaving shortly.
Ouyang Mingzhu.
Come here. My entire body feels so weak. I don't have a single ounce of strength left. No matter how hard I try, my eyelids are just too heavy to open.
Ouyang Mingzhu.
Save your breath. Her frost poison is flaring up right now. She has no time for you. This box holds the fire lotus seed that can save her life. But before I give it to her, I will make her realize that in this entire world, I am the only one who can save her. If she wants to survive, she must depend on me. Don't spit it out. Swallow it, and you'll be fine.
Sang Lai Feng.
What kind of fire lotus seed did you just feed her? How could you possibly have a fire lotus seed? If you can have one, why can't this bear have one too? It's just a single fire lotus seed. What is there to be so proud of? I used that fire lotus seed to save Ouyang Mingzhu's life. Meanwhile, you, Prince, sit on a mountain of fire lotus seeds. Yet you couldn't save a single soul. Mingzhu's frost poison has already been suppressed. I am taking her back to rest now. Farewell. You may leave, but leave Ouyang Mingzhu behind.
Song Nao Fu, I will make you pay for this.
Your lordship. Do you really not remember me? But I have always remembered him. I have held on to his memory for 10 whole years. Where am I?
The Shoel Princess Manor.
Specifically, my bedroom. Last night, after taking the fire lotus seed, you fell into a deep sleep. Sending you back to the Zhenghua Marquis's manor like that would have ruined your reputation. And I couldn't bring myself to leave you all alone in a guest room, so I brought you here. Don't worry, this room has both a bed and a daybed. We could have just kept to our own sides of the bed. Why did you insist on sharing a bed with me? Last night, you were shivering even under the thick brocade quilt. I was worried you would freeze to death. So, I got in with you. I only used my inner energy to warm you up. But since we did share a bed, it indeed compromised your maidenly reputation. I can take responsibility for you. It was just a trivial matter. There is no need for you to take responsibility. Do you really not need me to? Of course I don't. Change your clothes.
Sang Lai Feng, what do you think you're doing?
Can't you go change behind the screen? This is my room. Why do you even have women's clothes here? I just bought these new clothes from the boutique. Don't worry. Besides, this prince has absolutely no interest in an unripe, flat little girl like you. Who are you calling unripe? Thank you for your kindness, my lord, but I am not hungry right now. It won't be too late to eat once I return to the mansion. The cold poison in your body flared up yesterday and tortured you for hours. You haven't eaten a single bite in over 14 hours. Even if you aren't hungry, you still need to eat something. Otherwise, your body will only get weaker. How did you know I like plum blossom cakes? Take a guess. Lord Song, I am full. Since you are full, I will take you back to the Zhenghua Marquis mansion. It's still early. I would like to take a walk. Farewell.
Cousin Mingzhu.
It has been so long. I hope you have been well. Who are you?
I am Zhang Xingfeng. Surely you must have heard of me, cousin.
Don't be in such a rush, Cousin Mingzhu. Why the hurry to leave? We rarely meet. Let's chat a bit more. I don't know you. We have nothing to talk about. We are? Cousins. How can you say we don't know each other? Step aside. Ouyang Mingzhu. I heard Prince Jin demoted you to a mere concubine. I was worried you would be heartbroken, so I came to comfort you. Don't you dare push your luck. Flirting with you is doing you a favor. Now shut up. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so much. Get lost. Oh, when did you get here? Just now. Sorry to trouble you, my lord. I can do it myself. Did you follow me here, my lord? No. I have some business to attend to. I just happened to pass by. Where are you heading, my lord? It is already noon on Juka Street. I am planning to have lunch at the tavern. If you have urgent business, my lord, please go ahead. Shopkeeper, do you have any private rooms left?
I am sorry, miss. We are fully booked.
Mingzhu, didn't you say you had business on Juka Street? The person I was meeting is busy and away for now.
I booked a private room on the second floor.
I plan to wait for him there.
If you are in a hurry to have lunch,
You can join me.
Thank you, my lord.
This way, please, esteemed guests. My lord, you did not eat anything back at the prince's manor either.
Why don't you order a few dishes as well?
I am not hungry. Just bring a pot of quinoa wine.
Aren't you supposed to attend to your business, my lord?
Why are you still drinking? What if you get drunk and delay things? It is wine, yet it barely tastes like alcohol. It goes down smoothly. It has a fresh fragrance and will not easily get you drunk.
Really? You can have a taste when they bring it.
thank you, Heiress. Miss Ouyang, Princess Jiang is also dining here at Ouyang Tower?
Yes and no. I came here wanting to exchange zither skills with everyone and find areas where we can improve.
Miss Hoan is the daughter of the Marquis.
You must be skilled in this as well.
Could you give us some guidance?
I'm sorry, but I do not know how to play the zither.
I cannot offer any guidance.
Miss Ouyang, you must be joking.
The wife of the Marquis of Zhengwo was once the most talented woman in the capital.
Her skills in zither, chess, calligraphy, and painting were unmatched. As her daughter, how could you not know how to play the zither? Since the princess insists on humiliating herself.
Waiter, bring me a zither. Let's make a big bet.
She looks even more stunning than Princess Jiang. Miss Ouyang must have inherited the master's true teachings.
Are you looking down on me? We have no friendship to speak of.
So I'm not worthy of a friendly match?
Who do you think you are?
A simple duel would be way too boring. Why don't we put a prize on the line?
What kind of prize?
Let's bet the zither that Princess Shi was playing.
If I win, the Jiawei zither is mine.
And if you lose?
I will compensate the princess with a zither of equal value to the Jiawei. Do we have a deal?
It's a deal.
Bring me the zither.
I shall defer to the host's wishes.
Miss Ouyang, please play first. There's no need.
Let's play together. Then let's play together.
Mingzhu, don't worry.
I won't necessarily lose.
All right. This zither match?
Seeing who wins and who loses is what really matters.
Exactly.
Is that even a question?
This?
Of course, Princess Jiang will lose.
And Miss Wang is sure to win.
She did indeed lose.
Princess Jiang, do you object to the judgment? None.
In that case,
Then the Jiawei zither is mine. Thank you for letting me win, Princess Jiang. Could it be that Princess Jiang is unwilling to part with the Jiawei zither? How could that be?
I always keep my word.
You won the match. Subject K1 zither is naturally yours. Thank you, Princess Jiang. But the strings are all broken. Even if I take it back, I won't be able to play it.
You can just buy some new strings, attach them to the Jiawei zither, and keep playing.
The Jiawei is a legendary, ancient zither. Ordinary strings won't suit it at all. The sound it produces would be rough and unpleasant.
I happen to know a master string maker. I can help you ask him if he has any strings that match the J well.
Thank you, Heiress. Song Lingfeng has always been cold and distant.
Why did he smile at her like that?
She's clearly just a lowly concubine despised by the Jin manor. Why does the princess look so pale?
Is she feeling unwell? I'm fine. I might just be too tired.
Princess Jiang used up a lot of energy playing the zither just now. It must be exhausting indeed. Waiter, bring some food to the princess to help her regain her strength.
Shopkeeper, calculate the total value of the damaged items.
Go to the Marsgrass at Joao's manor to collect the payment. Thank you, Miss Ouyang. I was the one who broke them, so it's only right that I pay for them.
I'm the one who broke the most things in Yang Tower, so let me pay. Besides, Princess Jiang has already lost her Jiawei zither.
How could I let you pay? Let me handle the compensation.
Our Marquis of Jambo's manor can easily afford a few thousand tiles of silver.
Princess John, I still have matters to attend to.
I shall take my leave first.
Until we meet again. In that, Jian Shu really dug her own grave. She lost face, and even lost her vither.
This constant mockery is bound to make her explode with rage. Is the Jiaowei's ether very heavy?
Yes, it's quite heavy. Let me carry it for you.
Thank you for your trouble, Heiress.
So this is the legendary Shadow Guard.
They really are like ghosts.
Where on earth was he hiding just now?
What are you looking at?
Oh, nothing. Is he your guard?
Heiress, what's your guard's name? How long has he been with you? Why does she keep asking about Sunfeng?
Is Xunfeng really more attractive than me? We've arrived at the Marquis of Zhengluo's manor.
Thank you for walking me back, Heiress. Shadow guards truly live up to their reputation,
Vanishing without a trace. It's impossible to guard against them.
This is Kyunghwa Wai.
Take it back to your manor and try some.
Thank you, Heiress.
Do you have many shadow guards like him around you?
Do you want me to give Sunfeng to you? No, that's really not necessary.
Things are relatively peaceful around me.
I don't really need such highly skilled shadow guards. I was just curious about how they can appear and disappear like ghosts. The shadow guard's stealth techniques are indeed quite extraordinary. If you'd like to see them in action, you're welcome. At the Prince Xiao Manor anytime. Thank you, my lord. My lord, how many fire lotus seeds do you have left? If it's convenient, I'd like to buy them all. I only had 3 fire lotus seeds to begin with. I gave you one to take last night.
So now there are only 2 left.
You can have them. Thank you, my lord. My lord, have you ever heard of a herb called earth-nourishing grass? I've heard of it. What made you ask about that? A cold poison in my body is extremely frozen and yin in nature, so it requires the pure, hot energy of fire lotus seeds to keep it suppressed.
But this earth-nourishing grass has a similar effect.
So I was wondering if I could use it as a substitute. But earth-nourishing grass is far less effective. It's at least 2 or 3 levels below the fire lotus seeds. Are you very familiar with earth-nourishing grass? I just happened to read about it in a book once. And how did you learn about it? I also saw it in a book. Its medicinal effects are vastly inferior. If you take it when your cold poison flares up, you'll suffer terribly. I don't care. As long as the earth-nourishing grass can keep the cold poison in check and keep me alive, that's enough for me. The Prince Jing Manor has plenty of fire lotus seeds. If you go to Lin Yu, I would rather die than beg him. Keep an eye out for the earth-nourishing grass. If there is any news, I'll let you know right away.
Ouyang Mingzhu.
You actually dare to show your face here again? This is my home. Why wouldn't I dare to come back? On the contrary. Why are you here sponging off us instead of staying at the Wan Mockery Manor? Who cares about your mother's cheap jewelry anyway? You actually dared to beat Brother Cheng Feng so badly. Just wait for your severe punishment. If you're done talking, you can get lost. Brother Chiu Feng returned to the manor ages ago. Yet you're only coming back now. Did you sneak off to have a secret rendezvous with someone? Greetings, Heir Song. To think I'd run into the heir of Song here.
It must be fate. Who is she? I don't know her.
Nonsense. I'm the legitimate daughter of the Marsk of Wuan, and your cousin Yunshang, who grew up with you. How dare you say you don't recognize me?
A Marquis's daughter should be gentle and virtuous.
She should be well-bred and reasonable. How could she be as spoiled and willful as you? Heir, it is almost the hour of Wei. Mingzhu, I have matters to attend to.
I'll take my leave first.
By all means, heir.
Guards Li, please bring the Jiaowei's leader to Loshe Pavilion.
Ouyang Mingzhu.
You are already betrothed. Please watch your behavior, and remember your status. My affairs are none of your business. Just mind your own business. If you weren't pestering Heir Song, I wouldn't even spare you a glance. You've fallen for Heir Song, haven't you? Too bad he doesn't like you. Heir Song will never like you. Stop flattering yourself. And at least I have self-awareness. Unlike certain people who love to daydream and try to lay their hands on what doesn't belong to them.
Ouyang Mingzhu, how dare you mock me?
I didn't even name names. Why are you so quick to take it personally?
老有人子.
How dare you push me? The eldest Miss Zhang. You can eat whatever you want. But you can't just make things up. You slipped and fell down the steps yourself. It has absolutely nothing to do with me. The guards saw it plain as day. Don't you dare pin this on me. The guards at the gate are all from the Zhenghua Marcus's estate. If you order them to say you are innocent, how would they dare disobey? Zhang, drag Miss Zhang over here. Since you keep insisting that I pushed you, I might as well actually do it, just to make the charge official. Just in case you fall and scramble your brains. Please, forgive me. I fell down the steps myself. It had nothing to do with Cousin Mingzhu.
I am completely lucid right now.
I really just slipped and fell down the steps by accident.
It has absolutely nothing to do with anyone else.
Well, if that is the case, then, Guard Zheng, return to your post and continue your duties. There is no need to concern ourselves with Cousin Yunsheng anymore.